Hey everyone, welcome back. So now you're going to need all the pieces we've made. The rocket body, your nose cone, and your fins that we cut out and put together. Now, the fins aren't totally done. We still need to fold them up and get them ready to go. So the way we're going to fold them is you just fold them in half, just line up the edges and fold them straight in half. And so many of you are probably thinking, hey, these aren't, necessarily going to work, but we're going to put these aside. I'll show you what we're going to do with these in a little bit. So I'll get those set up right there off to the side. Okay, so now it's important that you make sure you put the nose cone on the right side. So this is the side that we taped up earlier. So the nose cone is going to fit right over that tape section, and we're just going to, again, fix it with some tape because that's all we're going to be using for this is just regular tape. So make sure you get a good sized piece. Hold that nose cone on nice and straight, and then just go ahead and tape it on. Now once you get it taped on, it's going to be your opportunity to do any changes, make any corrections, adjust if you need to. So let's see, you get that nice and tight, and you'll see that it's kind of a little bit off, and this is kind of your only shot now. So you want to get it lined up. There you go, get it nice and straight, and then put a little bit of tape on here so that it won't move during flight or anything else. And there you go. You have your nose cone fixed on. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the fins. A couple ways to do the fins. This is probably the more difficult way, but I think it tends to work well, but feel free to try anything you want. So you're going to take these fins, you're going to end up folding them over. Now when we do this, you're going to fold into that flat part that we cut at the very top of the fin. So it'll actually make kind of a pointed fin that we end up with on the other side. So these now are going to just fit right onto your rocket body. And those tabs are where we're going to tape down. So grab a couple pieces of tape, have those ready for you already, and go ahead and tape those right to your rocket body. Now the first one is always the easiest one, especially if you're going to do 4, because there's no real need to measure on the first one. You just kind of put it on, and then everything else gets set based on that one. So just kind of get it on there, make it as tight as you want it, make sure your tape is down, and from there then you'll go on and measure out exactly where you want the rest of your rocket fins. I also like to use at this point too the original PVC pipe that we used. So go ahead and just slide that right back into the rocket, and it helps to hold it in place, helps to maneuver your rocket, or helps you to hold your rocket, move it around, and see exactly what you need to see. So now from here, a couple things you can do. You could actually measure, which I don't think I ever do, or you just kind of eyeball it. So I usually just eyeball it when I'm putting on my rocket fins. So just go ahead and fold them all over at this point, exactly the same way, folding off a little bit of tab, folding out into the straight part at the very top so that it does in fact make a point. Alright, so now here at this point you're just going to want to try and get it on the opposite side. You're going to want to go exactly 180 degrees to the other side so that fin lines up on the other side and it's nice and straight. You can see that you want to check it, make sure to look on either side, and make sure that they are in fact lined up with one another. And then go ahead and place that tape right there on there. It also helps if you have a second set of hands, if you have someone around that can help you. Definitely helps make it a little bit more worthwhile, but get that taped on there. And then you can lay that flat. Then again, just kind of eyeballing it, just put it on at a 90-degree angle to those two, or put them on perpendicularly. And you're almost done. One more fin. Now flip it over very carefully, lay it down, and then attach that last fin, and you are done. At this point now you have a completely built rocket once this fin is attached, and you are ready to launch. You're ready for class, and homework is done for the week. So, finished product, one paper rocket.